let's hop in. So in this situation, okay, it was like somebody coming out of a hotel, a residence, a condominium, something. And I had seen like this parking garage or somebody, I don't know, somebody do be putting their kids in daycare. And I don't know why you put your kids in daycare if you work from home. Somebody had a nanny and the nanny quit because it's like somebody, I get why that person quit. Anyway, there's also in this situation, somebody you might want to be careful because somebody didn't cut your brakes, okay? Because I'm seeing somebody saying, wait, because in the dream it was like someone couldn't keep control of the car, but then it also gave the fact that someone like instead of cleaning out that car, they just leave shit in there. It's like cleaning your car out, and it was like someone thinking like they couldn't move the seat forward or backward, right? But as they was driving, it was like someone had some kids in it. I'm like, damn, is they gonna ever stop the car? Did you lose control or something like that? And it was like they thought like trying to angle the car to avoid hitting some of the cars, but it was like they could have got it to stop if they used the emergency brake, right? But something was telling me because it's like I kept seeing somebody looking down, and it was like something going coming from under their seat that would have stopped them from either trying to get to the gas pedal, or it was like someone is used to try to, you know how you sitting in your car and you while you're driving they like to keep a leg up or something like that. Someone think you're too comfortable, and they must have gained weight or something like that, and they couldn't shift their body fast enough to stop this brake. But it was like, I mean, simple would be clean out your damn car. So you can do it because then you gonna end up hitting somebody else's car. And that was that piece on that. And then it was like somebody else trying to pay a whole bunch of other people because it's like, well, we know this person gotta go, to the dentist or something like that, or they gotta go do this. Like for me, I already know I'm gonna have a big ass lawsuit if I have to go back to the doctors. And it's like, I'm gonna use myself as an example. So with the nodules on my thyroid, it could be benign, it could be malignant, or it can end up being malignant means it's close to cancerous, right? And this is where somebody knew for a fact. That's why I said I'm on the VA's ass. I'm on every person who touched me, who did, look at my thyroid and stuff like that, and refused because I had been asked, and I was like, well, could I take this medicine so we can avoid having to do any type of surgery? So I know this time around, and they're going to try to play this gaslighting, no, because I have a right to see what you're seeing as you're doing I don't care if you're doing a swallow study. I don't care if you're doing MRIs or whatever, because they get the views as they're doing it. Can I see it? Because it's a view. And most of the time, they'll be like, no, no, no. And the only reason why they're trying to tell you no is because they're trying to switch out the records to give it to somebody else or put your records. And like your records are still going to be in that system. But this is like someone intentionally typing somebody else's name on your records. Okay. This is the name of the game that they play. They play for years because baby shit. You want to play games? Shit, I'm going to play games hard enough to go ahead and get the information that the fuck that I need. And it ain't even fit to be a game. You fit to sit here and be thinking like, oh, she asking irrelevant stuff about other stuff. No. So how it usually goes, shit, I done heard people talk about how when some of y'all be going to the dentist records and your dental records are very useful for people to pick up and figure out who you are and stuff like that. Baby, I done seen them do exchange where, if it was another female of your race or something like that, they put her name on your records, but they'll know where they'll put like a particular sticker because it's a color coded whenever they trying to do certain things. They color code them shits, okay? Somebody's like, you know all about this, because the setup would have been if I had allowed them to go ahead and play this way, right? Because their go-to is like, when you get thyroid shows, you got to get cut right here. But this person's gonna know for a fact, like, she ain't going. No, you fit to do these adenoids, you fit to do these tonsils, and you want to do it right here through my mouth, not through my throat, right? Because this is like someone saying, like, when they get ready to do this surgery, hey, you just got to make sure that, hey, we didn't know where to cut because her tattoos were in the way, and I couldn't. And it's like, sir, you've been doing this over what, 19 years? You mean to tell me of all 19 years, you done did so many surgeries, the person just couldn't survive it healthy outside of this, like with my thyroid, if I know for a fact with it growing and growing and growing, they failed at their fucking job by not keeping up with it. That's for one. Two, they had ample amount of time to go ahead and give me medication to keep control of it. So if it did turn into like cancer or any fucking thing, it's on them. Cause I have been asking, hey, but what about my thyroid? What about my thyroid? What about? And then instead of them trying to put it on there and them trying to delete this shit over the last 6 years, they gonna sit here and play like, huh? Cause shit, it originally started with Charmaine Smith from Colorado Springs up into Denver, because Denver had to do the images. And then you go all the way back over through, state lines, Fort Carson, all of that. They've been keeping record of this. It ain't like my thyroid ain't been up there. Oh, shit, even Orlando Health did images. So that's why I'm like, all right, well, I already know the next step is because oh, well, it didn't grow. But Dr. Perez told me, like, yes, at 16, I was like, shit, at this point, it's going to try to spread. So that would literally leave me having to fully get rid of a thyroid, which would make me have to be codependent on fucking medication for the rest of my life. I'm not trying to be dependent on there. If you can get rid of what's there, get rid of that. Don't take my whole shit out, because now you really trying to cause wreck and havoc to the body. Because when you have thyroid issue, it can mimic mental health issues. And they know that medically, statistically, you can pick up any book, medicine book, whatever, it will tell you that. And with them trying to utilize that, let me say not utilize, they trying to weaponize that in certain cases for people. If you have like certain teeth decays or certain teeth things, because there are particular teeth in your mouth that can cause you to, like, like your canines, the molars, your wisdom teeth, like if you don't ever take care of those things, it can lead to like brain issues. It can lead to really, really bad issues. It can actually low key, some of the times it can mess with your vision or how you breathe and how you talk and stuff like that. And these people knew this. Every single last one of them knew them. That's why they work in a group of associates in order to do this, because it's like, if I can't take you out with your health, and if I can't take you out physically because you figuring us out, I'm gonna try to take them out medically, because they're not gonna know that we're doing this and we're doing this and we're trying to utilize their blood for this. Like, you end up getting people while you under anesthesia trying to draw your blood. Like, I didn't have them do that. That's why I don't. They know for a fact I've been a very holistic person. They know I do not like them harm medications at all. I can't stand it, because they know for a fact I ain't ever been a patient to come in like, yeah, can I get those hard drugs, and can I get this, and can no, I don't want none of that shit. This shit is more harmful to your body than anything. Your body, when you die, you decompose. You don't turn into a damn thing of fucking, what you call it? You don't turn into mush. So you treat your body accordingly for what it is that it really needs. And then the doctors are only meant to go ahead and get what the parts of the medications that the body won't receive fully if we don't, go inside to just figure out what side is it coming from. What's this, right? So, like, whoever the next person is that do have to treat me, shit, at this point, if they don't do the right thing, they committing career suicide on their own self, because medically, these are people that try to prolong a care for yourself. So that's where somebody, if you have that situation just like me, that's the grounds where you will have grounds to go ahead and sue every single person who ever touched you medically, any medical facility you ever been to, any person that you talk to. I don't even care if you social workers, nurses, you can sue every single person who touched you. Shit, I'll be the first one. I won't remember your name, but hey, give me the list of the people that worked that night and that day that you, like, if you recollect your brain. Hey, who was the people that worked that night on staff? What's the name of every single nurse that was there that day? Because they got to keep list of who all worked on them. That and then somebody gonna put. I don't. Y'all got a schedule for a fucking reason. And this is gonna be someone trying to say, "Oh, I work." No, shit. Where the investigation going and someone start asking questions, hey, somebody gonna be like, "No, I didn't work that night. Such and such took my shift that night." And then they're gonna sit there like, regardless of how it gonna go, people. This is just the name of the game that the people will try to play on you whenever they looking to get away with stuff. Even down the police feel like harassing, they got trackers on their cars, they got trackers on them phones. Most of the time, whenever they under federal investigation, IBA, internal affairs and stuff like that. Oh, trust and believe me, their homes is gonna be bugged, their cell phones is gonna be bugged. They just don't know how it's gonna be done, but it's done, and they be thinking like, I'm the general, I'm the chief of it. They don't give a shit about that. If they want your ass, they want your ass, and when they want the information and they need the information, oh, trust and believe me, they gonna get that information by all means, because it be people that feel like, oh, they won't catch us because we got this money in it. No, justice is just us. Because most of the time, you get, if you doing it to me, I can only imagine to how many other people you did it to. And God forbid you try to pull that on some people who got money. And as you can see, that's why that, what's his name, that one dude that's an attorney, he'll tell you shit, marriage is dangerous these days. That's why I don't ever want to get married no more, because now people, getting insurance policies on their spouse and trying to get them unalive, whether they do it medically, work, paying other people, and all this other stuff. Like, baby, all of, because you want to keep a secret or a reputation or an image, baby, you doing too much. That means you don't love yourself if you got to go all that far. Shit, tell the person, I just don't love you, I'm not into you, and I want to do something new, and let that shit go. Like, these are people that do not have, they swear up and down that they got emotional intelligence, but be the first one trying to abuse certain situations just to get some kind of money out of it. Shit, if you went to a gambling thing and you gambled that money away, tell people that. You did just that. Don't be trying to take somebody else's life because they know the truth about what it is that you really be doing, hiding in the background, and then you want to take their life instead of admitting like, wife, I blew the money. That's it. I heard, uh, I owe a loan shark. Well, go pay that man that money the best way. Find a negotiation, and if that's a person that you took the wrong money from the wrong loan shark, that's on you. Don't jeopardize nobody else's life just to get a loan paid off, baby, because it ain't your wife or kids' responsibility, and now you offering them because you end up getting your money tied up in all this stuff. So you fuck your home up over some a loan in an addiction that you had. That's the craziest thing I ever seen. But then it's like on top of that, you'll get people trying to get you out because they just so greedy for the money, and they not concerned about other people's lives and well-being, but they so selfish that they only think about themselves. And then they get mad when it's people telling them about themselves. So guess what? I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna harm them. Well, shit, ain't nobody tell you do nothing stupid, and you get called out on your shit, and then you swear you big bad Billy Buff Wolf and shit, and then you go do stupid shit such as this. How you expect for somebody to trust you or want to be around you if you wouldn't, like, I honestly people be so braggadocious about, oh, I took this body. Shit, a real killer ain't for to try to tell you how many bodies and on what's they count, unless they out the business, out the game, and trying to put you on and let you know like, hey, this is how it's gonna go. And shit, it's just like it be people just that they don't think. And that's the problem about all this stuff. But it was just like as I was sitting here sleeping, it was just like I seen the dream clear as day of what every person was saying, what they were doing, who they were going to. Like it's one female, she got two little fucking kids, small kids. You got the audacity to be involved in this and then running your mouth to all these other people to get involved. And then you like for you to get all these rogue people involved. Now you created so much bigger problems for all those people that did have agencies that they could conduct accordingly. Now can't nobody conduct it because you came over here messing with somebody that you wanted to try to say they're not this, they're not that. They are who they are. You just didn't like it, and then now here you are trying to do this. Oh, I want to raise the bar, and I want to. No, baby, you can't raise nothing. This is not a gambling table. This is not blackjack. We not playing none of that. Cause these will be fucking females that are used to, running casinos or running tables and running scams and getting people once they get them nice and drunk. Or these will be people that, okay, I lace their particular drugs and get them, strung out. Like, what's that movie? Belly. Keisha got strung out. I just need another hit. Like, you should have never took that from that person in particularly. And it's just like everybody wanna pick and choose when they want to play a game with you. Like, no, how much money you took from me? And if you lying to me, okay, well, looks like you fit to be at the mercy of the person who you doing it at. And then when people are at the mercy of you and you want to know how much power and control, they get triggered. You will always have power and control over any person and individual when you can trigger them by simple shit. Not trigger them by using information that you know for a fact. Like any person will get triggered if you're trying to threaten their life, their kid's life. That's normal. Okay. That's normal. That's not a trigger. But another trigger is those who try to hide things and then put on a facade. Those who you have power over. Fake people, you will always have power over anybody that try to present themselves as something as they really are not. People that put on a facade will always be triggered, regardless, because they got something. They always got something to hide. When you're in full transparency, shit, you gonna do what you gonna do. It is what it is. What's next? You know what I'm saying? Like you want a cookie, but right now there is it's a surgeon where they looking at, okay, well with these images, because I know with me with my thyroid and stuff like that, we got to do a swallow study. Yeah, y'all know you're supposed to have been took out those tonsils. They was had supposed to have been took out my nodules so I could avoid certain things so I could still absorb the nutritions effectively. I knew this because I asked for my anoids and tonsils to be taken out in 2017. So I was still in Colorado at that time. I asked for that. Oh, well, no, we just want to keep an eye on it. We keep an eye on it. Y'all been keeping an eye on this shit since 2015. We are now in 2025. Y'all knew that eventually at some point that, hey, I remember seeing that report that it said malignant. Y'all chose not to tell me. I already knew. But it was like any, mini, money, mo, who want to keep their career and keep on going. Because when it's time for it to crash and burn, now we singing a different tune. Oh, let's get this done. Like, no, 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 no. We want to play gaslight games. So I'm way better at it than you could ever be because most of the time, observe certain people. I observe people what knowledge you do have and what knowledge you lack. You could be book smart and still be stupid. Street smart, you just lack another part of an intelligence that you need. But if you have both, you can be able to read any side of it, any, mini, mighty, mo. Pick which hoe, buy which toe. So it's just like when you're playing, you have to know who your real opponent is. That's like somebody picking at someone and you ain't do your due diligence to know, like, for instance, there is some hospitals under investigation and they don't know they're under investigation. It's somebody that they treated up to 18 people, right? And they were from 4 different nationalities, not knowing every single last one of them doctors had PhDs. Their cover is that I think they probably use like a Aetna, Blue Shield, or something like that. But you thought you treated regular patients? No, they just wanted to see how you conduct your business. I'm not gonna tell you what day they're gonna get ready to do this shit because when I say whatever is about to hit, it's gonna hit. And that they sitting here thinking they suppressing my channel and suppressing what I'm saying, what I'm talking about. No, baby, you mentioned my name well enough for the right people to come on in that you thought was cruel with you, was really working with you, thought it was your ally, baby. No, the whole time they ready to tell y'all asses the fuck don't. Still don't even know within your groups who's snitching on who. That's the beautiful thing about it. You can come over here and keep trying to say she fake, she lying, she lying. I love how the fuck them federal papers gonna look when that bitch gotta sit there and say, catch your breath, catch your breath. Don't gag too hard. Don't gag too hard, baby. Because that gag order that you thought you was gonna bring over here is gonna cause your ass mental disorder and cause your ass to be sick. Some of y'all motherfuckers can't even take a proper shit. You constipated as fuck right now. Shitting bricks, as they would say. because you played a dangerous game when you wanted to sit here. You can't sit here talking about they fake, they fake. Ain't shit been fake about me because baby, it's full transparency over here. I ain't gotta lie and I ain't gotta hide. Ain't shit to be ashamed of. Ain't nothing to be embarrassed of. Because those who live in shame are going to be the people that you can drag every day. Mention their name, they'll be embarrassed. Oh, I'm gonna get revenge. But you're a Christian though. You're a good person, though. Ain't shit good about you. The beautiful thing is that I know, and you still just don't feel like ain't nobody watching y'all asses. That's the beautiful thing. I love it. Y'all making my work even more better. Thank you, Lord, for the blessing. I thought it was a blessing and a curse at the same time when I could see through people and your bullshit and your nonsense. Oh, what's the name of the game? Do the right fucking thing. That's the name of the fucking game right now. You playing with the wrong one. Whether you try to put me under anesthesia, you made your life even worse because it's gonna be like we're gonna wake her up, and when you wake me up, you're gonna ask some dumb shit, and now we're gonna have a prophecy moment like you dealing with Edgar Casey. What did she say? Doctor, I was watching you. Nurse, I was watching you. And I might end up giving you a prophecy while you try to put me under anesthesia. Then he's going to be shocked because if you have to do that while I'm under anesthesia, you have 24 hours from whatever it is that I prophesize to you. That's if they don't arrest you that same day. For somebody, don't even stress or nothing like that because whatever it is that they got to do that day, there's someone plotted for every surgery, for every checkup, for every laboratory, for every person, every doctor that's going to be on certain floors or whatever it is that you connected to. Someone loves to use Chewy. Someone loves to use Robin Hood. Someone loves to do promotions on social media. So all their media is promotion, creator commission. I know to stay the fuck away from y'all, things is certain people that was re-popping up on my TikTok that I knew wasn't in my algorithm but you know what? Certain things don't come to your algorithm unless they have some kind of affiliation or association to you that watch you. This is like someone realizing like this motherfucker know what I know what I know. I don't have to fucking keep explaining and elaborating to you. But you need to explain. No, the fuck I don't. Because you're just trying to figure out how you could do it and not stay in your lane to go ahead and swerve in somebody else's. That's why I'm trying to tell you and warn your ass while you too busy trying to sit here and stalk and not do anything. Go wash your ass, wash them kids' ass, and quit sitting here trying to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna say next so you can go ahead and try to hurry up and upload while you trying to pay for somebody to go ahead and install somebody else. Cause you got your last paycheck this month. Cause from May onward, you ain't getting shit else. Why is my stuff not working? No, do unto others as you do unto other people. You ain't gonna like it too much. But you said, but it ain't nobody but you said nothing. You wanted to be crew, right? Let me show you what crew look like. What does it feel like to get cyberbullied, cyber harassed, physically harassed? When it's your turn, like the beautiful thing, like I said, y'all still don't know who's snitching. Somebody got impeccable fucking skills. Whoever it's like one one to three of these motherfuckers, whoever like is set in these groups, they're in chef's kiss with whatever the fuck it is that they do. They are fucking great at it. Okay, because whoever is the informants of all these groups and these cliques, they good with they shit. They good as fuck. I ain't even gonna hold you. Because I would have been the same person, but like I would have never suspected. Like damn. Because I keep hearing like, damn, you're great at what you do. In this situation, this could possibly be a man that may have conquered this. Like it's one top one, and then it's like one female. She's okay, but the people who she's doing it to, I don't want to say like they are literate, but they act like it. They act like it. Then mm, somebody be never mind. I'm not gonna give up your tactic because I like it though. Because low key, I feel like you be coming over here just to figure out, what's your next role and how you gonna play it with these folks, which is impeccable. Also, it's like the same person like yesterday, baby, when they came over here and crackhead, it's like that person's I said her behavior showed everything about her, and then she got so fucking embarrassed after trying to come in here with the damn with the fake screen name. But that it doesn't only forget them. Shit, somebody went through all the my going through half of my videos and they seen how they was doing the shit from Puerto Rico. Baby, it's gold. Like y'all sitting there trying to talk cash shit in people's comments and you think they ain't gonna try to trace where the fuck you was coming from with those things. Shit, I just might end up just start doing it. Drop a comment if you fucking want to. Feel bold if you feel you feel it froggy. Let's go ahead and expose you to some sins and secrets that you trying to use with a alias name. You know what I'm saying? And and the longer you on here, shit, they just need you to stay on for a good little minute. Y'all used to think, oh, we got about 2 minutes before they catch on to this. No, baby, right about now, how technology is a little bit advanced, they just need you for about 10 seconds. For some of you, about 30 seconds. It's just depending on what system or what altitude they're close to that they can get to your ass. Oh, I'm on a boat. They ain't gonna know it's me. Bitch, they gonna know it's you. Shit, it's only so many areas where you can get on a boat around fucking Florida right about now. And shit, have y'all on lockdown because shit, I'm gonna make sure that you don't fly nowhere. I'm gonna make sure you be scared as fuck to fly. People with surface level minds, they watch the news all day. They watch the news all day. You say what Donald Trump did? Who gives a shit? He's just a fucking man, making you scared of shit. Shit, half the stuff that you really fucking need to know ain't even gonna be on fucking public television until like a week after. Okay? And even then, you're not even fit to get the full picture of what the fuck going on because you're gonna be forgetting what the fuck it is because you too busy. I'm trying to watch my shows. You only watch the news early in the morning and right before bed, right? So in between then, you watching the shows. So the real shit that's really going on, you really don't fucking know because we got to worry about the presidency. Okay, you really a dumb fucking person. Uh, you're one of those people. If I had to do a genocide, you'd be easy to get. You know what I'm saying? It's like certain people that they don't fucking get it. Like shit, if the president had hired my ass, sir, if we want to do this, I got one to get you done so fucking discreetly. It's too easy to do it. Shit, I really don't care for TikTok. They try to take down my videos. Shit. When that dude came in from India, he was like, yeah, we're looking to do this with TikTok or whatever. Basically, what he was saying, they was looking to go ahead and monitor TikTok of certain people, of your behaviors, your usage, what you're watching, who you're viewing, certain things like that. They were analytically trying to figure out because most of the time, anyway, sorry to say it, you're in poverty if you're using TikTok. You lack knowledge if you're still using TikTok. Now, certain parts of TikTok you lack knowledge. I love what I can, I can prefer the STEM part of it. But sometimes in this situation, hey, surely your life is a little bit on the line until someone can bring to you that, hey, I feel like they just going to bring me one piece to let me know, hey, you can relax and chill out, whatever the case may be, until it's time for me to go ahead and release my other stuff. Because it's more information out here that I should be giving, but I don't feel like none of y'all deserve to do that. They're gonna have me fall back to about November after they get this first, after whoever it is, because it's a major place that their people or group they're about to shut down by May. Between now and July, all the lies are going to be exposed. All the people who were involved, it's going to be people talking about, oh, no, baby, don't hide your face. Don't hide your face. No face, no case type situation, baby. They got all faces in full cases. Playing and taking gift cards, taking bribes, taking promotions and shit like that. You know, and you directing that hate, and some of y'all was directing pure hate. So you just only needed a little bit of money just to go against somebody. That's sad. That speak volumes about you. That speaks volumes. You willing to take a little bit of change just to do something, just to report to somebody? What if it was your life? What if it was your family? Tell me, how would you feel if they had paid me just to go ahead and read you and your entire family? And in certain situations, oh, they only got one kid and a cat and a dog, yeah, and some dogs, yeah. All right, so we'll try to figure out the day that they leave the house. We're gonna kidnap the kid. We're gonna figure out what's they schedule with their kids. We're gonna see how well whenever they leave, we're gonna plot some cameras in they shit and see how well they pay attention to this. This is the strategy that's usually used when you go on in the underworld. I told you I don't care for what you doing, and you came for me without doing your due diligence. You wanted to take the facts and the words of somebody else. No, a real fucking mob or a real cartel or a real mafia, they gonna sit for themselves. I'm not taking no word from nobody just because you offer me a billion or a million or 100 million to do some shit. No, I want to scope it out for myself, because if this is something so elaborate, I want to see for myself. If they lying, they shouldn't be able to pick this it. They should be able to. This is like basically coming at me. It's like, oh shit, you knew what? Hey, you came in my lane. If I ask you respectfully, now we got to get disrespectfully, respectfully, to let you know you doing the wrong thing. Find you something better to do and find you something safe to do. Because if at any given moment those same people that you got from the crime world, that's like trying to throw somebody out to the wolves and they come back leading the fucking pack. You made what my queen's eye said, shit, you threw them to the wolves and brought them right back. You came back, you made friends with the dark side. I've always been able to make friends with people in the dark side. Now it don't stop them from doing the bullshit that they do. A thief is a thief. A liar is a liar. An unaliver is an unaliver. Ain't no honor amongst thieves. Ain't no honor amongst a motherfucker lie, because they gonna lie, right? So it's just like, if you cherish your life, and I already told you one time, I'm not for to keep repeating it, well, to tell you, because right in the dark world, oh, trust and believe. What do you want, Mom? Take their kids. Show me that you love me. I want you to kidnap their kids and do the worst to them. That's too much power. What do they cherish? Hack their phones and tell me how much do they cherish, so I can read them to fifth and I can go ahead and give you the directions to where they are. That's too much power and control. Now I know I got the capability of doing so. I choose not to. I just choose not to. So it's up to anybody. You want to keep playing. If you don't cherish it, shoot, by all means, grab who you grab, see who you see, and if you see up on their phone that they fuck with me, do as you please. Now that's me participating in the festivities, in the activities. You're picking and choosing the dangerous game, but see, first I wanted it to be very subtle, so you know, oh, why did I have this encounter on the highway? Was it an encounter or was it sent? Know the difference. You want to ear hustle? Okay, I got something better for you. What happened when you was on the road today? What happened on the interstate? What happened on the highway? Was it a coincidence? What happened 3 days ago? You think it was a coincidence? No, do I have your full attention? Because I'm telling you, me waking up trying to give you the warning, you choose to go ahead and ignore it. Well, this person, Christy Jesse is fake as fuck, okay? God and Bob, bitch, you were fit to be the first one. The blonde head guy. Don't you playing the worst thing, and then, oh well, I got you got an audience because you got the money to go ahead and pay for it. And the fact of the matter is, of your behavior, no one will take it as you actually berating them. Don't worry, I'll wait. Oh, we can't conjugate over here at the Bear Creek Recreation Center no more. Oh, they caught on to that. Oh, yeah, they can't go over there to a koi no more. Oh, can't do that no more. We can't go over there to shit. You going over there to buy Carver Shores and shit like that? Oh, to the Discovery Ground? Y'all don't nobody go over there by the 33rd precinct like that. But if you did, shit, it's us. Cause even the other people in the hood probably sitting there looking like, wait a minute. We know they work for the police. That was such and such that it's arrested me. You don't think nobody listen. You come from the hood, you come from the projects, and anybody calling they self a true trench baby, you know what it look like when people are out of place. Period, point blank. They know something out of place when certain people coming over there to do certain work. They know when some shit is up. But however, whenever the hood is too quiet, or you done gave them some kind of money. There was some kind of subsidy that they know for a fact that they could benefit from. That you done came over there to the hood to give to these folks to shut the fuck up. Anybody knows that. Because when the hood get too quiet, you know something up. When the hood get too fucking quiet, you know something up. And it's not like we can gaslight. You can't gaslight a motherfucker that already knows something's up. Because that's why they be like, oh, they're being aggressive. No, they being assertive as fuck. If I'm asking you a question directly, don't be indirect. If I could tell you directly to your face, no, when you go to the medical and you go to the doctor, I want to see what you're seeing. Other than that, we cannot proceed with this procedure. Swallow study, you know how even with ultrasounds, when they doing the ultrasound, they was meant to turn on the camera and stuff like that when they did that shit. You think I didn't know that y'all switched them records right there from UCF? You think I didn't know that them records you got from UCF and that dude ran from UCF to go over there next door to the damn VA? The dangerous games we play when you thought people were illiterate and dumb and they in poverty because, oh, she homeless and she got this support system. Shit, her home. But this shit, they can't be no parent or nobody if you was willing to. So it's like the biggest question that these people had to ask, reason why my family had to go even under heavier investigation, because all I needed was to say y'all name. They wanted you to be quiet. Why they do that shit? No, being quiet is the reason why people get away with certain shit. Not saying nothing, that's the reason why people get away with the stuff that they do. And you be talking about no justice, no peace. Well, no justice, no peace. You sitting there screaming for the wrong shit. Let's scream for some shit where you can get everybody justice. Because anything I'm talking on is for any and everybody. Me as the prime example, but then you want to go ahead and try to conceal it. We can do a class action suit, yeah. But what about mine? Because that class action suit ain't going to do shit for me because that don't prolong health. Y'all play with my health. Y'all play with my money, my stability, my security, my family. Because the longer you take, even the FBI knows that, hey, if there's going to be a sacrifice in the situation, I know to have a mentality, there's a possibility that my children may not make it home back to me. If they do, they may not make it back to me in the place where I could be able to restore them mentally, emotionally, psychologically, for them to not be a menace to fucking society based on the fucking people that they have to stay with. And me staying away for the betterment of fucking everybody involved because, hey, me going near these people leads me straight to fucking prison. No questions asked. So I'm doing the intelligent and emotional intelligent things, though it caused a little bit hurt. I have to take a sacrifice just to keep the peace for myself and keep the peace so them kids don't constantly have to keep suffering because they already suffering with the fact that James Henry Taylor V was not ever been in that house in years. He'll come over there to go check on the kids. I knew something was up because my kids would have been like, they would have been screaming his name all fucking day. I know my kids well enough to know that they stuck under the fucking care of Regina Taylor. And for my child to be getting belligerent how she getting with it, oh, she's getting irritated. So now at this point, if anything, I'm going to try to keep them shut up. I'm going to keep them shut up. My baby girl, she shouldn't even be that fucking heavy. So meaning her condition may have got worse. Have y'all did health checkups on them girls? No, I highly fucking doubt it. Why does my child not have an EpiPen and an asthma pump at that school? When I went to Clarksville, Montgomery County, to that police department and that courthouse, they were in complete shock that I showed up. When I had them look up them names, they was sitting here trying to play the game. It was a whole bunch of people. The white folks, they dropped their motherfucking head. It was one lady who worked on my case with my son, Marcus Phyllis. She was, when I say her eyes was like, she had to walk back and she was trying to catch her breath. She was about to have a fucking panic attack. She thought she saw a fucking ghost. They wasn't expecting me to show up when I went to Clarksville. They were not expecting me to show the fuck up. The most beautifulest thing was there was no cop at that time, and it was so many crows, hawks, and vultures swarming around that police car that ended up was parking across the street while I was at the school because ring, 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 ring. Because Regina and James calling like, hey, go over there by the school just to make sure what, honey? Make sure what? Because that's harassment if I had wanted to go on and do that. And Montgomery is only so fucking big. And I'm 1,000,000,000% sure if I went on ahead and talk about some more cases over there, yeah, a lot of people would be under arrest. Even down to fucking Fort Campbell. And I'm 1,000,000,000% Garrison do not want that problem. They do not want this fucking heat. I've already been that person. I do not ever want to hear about a Rita Herschel, and at that time my name was Ponce, ever again here at Fort Lee, Virginia. Because that investigation was so big, that man was too mad. First Sergeant Cho, what's his name? First Sergeant Cho, Chin, Ken, or something like that. Yeah, they remember that from when I was happy to be there for AIT. They just didn't think that I was going to pull rank for their ass real quick. And it was like, oh shit. At that point, Fort Lee Jackson, Fort Lee, knew it wasn't a. I had a sergeant first class who made sure, I think her name was like Moore or some shit like that. And she had like the dirtiest, nastiest fucking attitude. But I said, bitch, you was a dirty bitch. And she knew I didn't fucking like her. And I told her, I don't like you either. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you think you hurting my feelings? Black folks. I don't like you. Okay, well, shit, I'm glad that you told me at the very fucking end. Because if we had combatants, I would have just went for your ass. But she wasn't even worth it. She was just like a little prissy one and just thought she was cute and talk shit because she made Sergeant first class. Like, I don't know what your fucking problem was, but bitch, for you to come at me like that, I'm sorry. It just seemed like I know how to conduct myself and I ain't got to have an attitude and be in my feelings. So it was just like shit like that where you going back to ask people that you knew for a fucking fact would sit there and speak negative on my name versus speaking to the people who would actually speak to you and say, hey, you think Sieg was gonna say that? Nosworthy shit, Nosworthy gonna keep it real with any fucking body. That's why everybody, when I was in fucking Fort Campbell, everybody hated that fucking man. No, y'all only hated him because he knew how to speak the fucking truth. Shit, he might have had a little bit of racism in him, but shit, it was certain shit that kind of broke them barriers for him to say it's not everybody. Sometimes in order for you to break a stigma of what you think about what people are, you think I should have a fucking pure hate for fucking anybody that's Puerto Rican. I should have a fucking pure hate for anybody Dominican. I should have a pure hate for anybody that's black. I should have a fucking pure hate for y'all motherfuckers. I should. But I have to remember not everybody's fucking built like that. Those are just motherfuckers that got trauma and unhealed wounds from some shit that may have happened to them as kids. Learned behavior. But then when you get into a space where you have to make sure I'm going to open my mind and see not every fucking white person is shitty. Not every fucking black person is shitty. Not every fucking Hispanic person is shitty. You just get shitty people. I said shitty pee-pee. You get shitty pee-pee and shitty people that want to be on a shitty committee willing to go ahead and try to break you down and make you look bad because they're cool with you long as you're down, but when you're on your way up, it's a problem. They're cool as long as you're not doing better than them, some people are good with it. Some people want to suppress you because you are the person who have all the intellectual property that they're solely using to get off of you. Oh, let's do some divination on her. That's why it's like when Veronica introduced me like back to this shit. It's not like I didn't know about it, but she was the one like, well, let me see if intuitively she could pick up what her real sign was. Intuitively, I was able to pick up what was my real birth chart. But going off of what I had based off of the bullshit birth certificate, which I still know to this day was a bullshit fucking birth certificate. Why? Because I shouldn't have, when I called Great Plains to go ahead and get all my immunization records from down when I was a baby, you want to know what? They wasn't able to pull up none of that shit. And I did this shit when I was like 20, when I had to call to get certain things because they didn't want to give me double immunizations when I was in the military. So I was like, well, okay, well, they said I was born in Lawton, Oklahoma. Great Plains, Oklahoma should have been able to still pull up them records. When they pulled up my name and stuff like that, and then when having to do the birth certificate, I could just tell that they took the one that I had here, took a copy of it and tried to scan it back on the paper. I was like, y'all must have had some people in y'all pockets way back in the day. But then I already knew because when I was trying to help my grandma get off of that crack shit, it was somebody who worked for the government in Oklahoma. He was an avid customer for years. He was, let me say it again, he was an avid customer of her until he started to blackmail her when she got on that rock stuff. How you was able to win all them cases? Okay. Say less. It's like, it's a lot of things where people be feeling like, oh, you, baby, I know the name of the game. I know when it's certain people, even down to police officers, doctors, lawyers, you willing to take up. That's how I know it's like anybody sitting over. And it was like, when I was, thank you for getting out of pocket for the way that he did, right? And the way that he got out of pocket whenever they came to try to get the Verizon put in, because this person, they was listening to me and I told them, that was on me. But at the same time, that allowed me to know what they were going to do. And we work for, Xfinity, but it's a third party company. And she was like, yeah, they tried to do this with my Chase before and they tried to scam me. Well, if you got scammed before, you're telling me basically those motherfucking people that you have coming in to now do Verizon, that was a scam. Then you went right before we was leaving, you had somebody come in and do T-Mobile and she was from Nigeria. So it was just like, how many times are you going to tell me that you're going to keep running the same fucking scam on a lot of people? You might have them fucking blind, but you won't ever have me fucking blind. But I'm gonna still love on you. But try me, and that's going to be the last time you will ever try any fucking body like me ever in your life. I'm telling you, I'm the person that you ever fucking try me. I'm going to be your blessing or your curse. And the fact that I stepped foot in your building, you ate food with me, and I broke bread with you, it seemed like we're having the Last Supper. It seems like playing with certain people is a dangerous game, because most people, if you sitting here trying to put up a facade and another person's going to sit there and take the time and say, I want to see what they talking about. I need to know what's going on. And a real crowd monster, he going to start asking questions. Well, if they knew that we was getting ready to make this move, what makes them false? Now you got questions to ask this man. You knew that this was going to go on. All right, cool. For someone, and it could possibly be me, I wouldn't be surprised if a motherfucker reach out to me and we playing game. We playing game. But the fact that you say here, you got a lot of people's operations and stuff like that being exposed, and you going back to come from over here to go tell this man, and this man is realizing, no, she's saying this today. I guarantee such and such to come back and tell me that, I didn't know that the police was moving like this. No, bitch, the bitch that's sitting here reporting back to you, boss man or whoever it is, they've been coming over here to get that information. Now, anybody that try to disregard any prophecy that I told them, that's their own problems. That ain't got shit to do with me. You should have kept real. Gun operation, containers and shit like that, none of that shit would have got exposed if you came to the source, versus trying to convince you like, oh, no, don't believe her. Don't believe her. But it's the same motherfuckers that these groups been going to, they're doing work on y'all asses and got you thinking I was doing shit. But every time y'all go to every place that you sitting there, she ain't got no tools and none of that to do that. Now you looking stupid because it's like, wait a minute. Now I gotta sit back and you was a cool informant. You was keeping it real. But now you gotta sit here and look at every fucking person. Cause anybody, all them females that was ever around me, oh, they snitching. Them hoes is some snitches. Every single last one of them. Oh, they gonna be telling it. And you thinking like y'all coming from me. Actually, you should be redirecting your energy towards the people who was giving you the information, especially them fucking females. Because shit, Jasper and them coming over here and they more fucking intrigued, like, oh, shorty, you knew, yeah. Shit, this shit, I could talk around it, but shit, at this point, y'all still directing false energy that don't need to be coming towards me until the energy chills the fuck out and somebody bring me something. We can air it out. As you know, as most people say, we can air this bitch out. Shit, I got healthy boundaries out there. Friends, family, foe, business, whoever. Somebody might want to ghostwrite something, a masculine and feminine energy. Too many fucking men acting like bitches these days and not enough fucking bitches trying to be a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of dealing with men that's too feminine. And then it's like, shit, you listen to somebody mama. Why would you listen to somebody mama willing to pay you to go ahead and do something to them? So what makes you think that if she's willing to do it to her quote unquote child, what the fuck make you think she won't do that shit to you? Make her mad at, well, she did. As a grown ass woman in your 50s, 60s, you're concerned about what a child has to say. As a grown ass woman, that's sad. Because you want to gossip and tell a lie because you can't get your way. She's always been fucking honoring. But imagine like I'm having to grow up way before I'm supposed to. I had to mother my fucking self and be the parent to the fucking person who's supposed to be a mother. Well, she ain't ever did this. Overstimulated by people's energy. By people's energy. That's why I don't fucking like humans. That bitch gossip too much. Make a wish. Give me $1 billion. Look, give me 800 billion. Give me 6 billion off of this shit. Maybe we'll let it go. Somebody with small eyes. Someone could be an EMT or an emergency driver. Or they do like, you know, fixing tires or something like that. Someone got a small side hustle. Shocked and surprised and caught off guard. Yeah, someone definitely is an EMT. Or drive an ambulance. Or they could be a responder for public transportation, links, whatever, you know, all our Uber, Lyft, Shipt. They can work in that type of industry, but they also have ties to fire department and hospitals. And I've been saying that for the last few days. Those who with ill intention, with the ill intent comes the truth. Somebody need to learn that. A female and masculine energy, so cross the energy. So sometimes if you listening to tarot reads to figure out something in an investigation, flip the energy. So now if there is a woman you're dealing with, that woman is the masculine in that read, and then that man is going to show as the feminine in the read. Okay? Because shit, any man sitting here stalking and hawking and ain't saying shit, basically you sitting here, you know what I'm saying, you are in feminine energy. You are the woman. I've been having to take my own damn advice about this shit. Grieve, miscarriage, separated. Yes, they are hurt. 2 rainbow babies in the next 3, 6, or 9 weeks. So someone, any of the kids that you did miscarriage or you lost, because I know I lost every single last one of them, just so they didn't have to talk about the research and do all this. You know, they did so much hateful shit to me. But somebody, you may get that chance to do that. If you lost some babies or something like that in the next between 3 to 9 weeks, you will conceive again. So don't worry about it. Someone could be from Russia, and when Russia came into the building, I knew some shit was up. She said, "We're from Uzbekistan." Word, oh y'all some killers. When they came in, I was like, y'all the shit. I knew they was with the shit then. I said, y'all got Russia in the building, but I knew Russia was only in the building because it must have been some big money ties. So I was just like, it's cool with me, but shit. Y'all know if y'all don't come through with whatever the fuck you told Russia, oh, you gonna have a way bigger problem than me. At that point, if Russia coming in and they figure out some shit before y'all took y'all time, and if they got y'all gave them some blood to go do their own research and they found some shit, oh trust and believe me, you definitely got bigger feds than just the feds alone. You got way more problem than some feds at this point. And with Russia, like I knew from the fact that when they was in the room and I had told Drew, I had said something to Jayon, I was like, all right, cool. What you talking about? I know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. And then it was like, oh, it's two Arabics coming here. That's when I knew some shit was up. They weren't gonna convince me otherwise. It was like, how the fuck she catching on to this? And then Eileen was sitting there trying to play that. Baby, I don't care if you sitting there play that game with the motherfucking inmates. You can't play that damn psychological shit with me. Yeah, I have a PhD in psychology, and I work for Aspire. The Spire is under investigation, which y'all had ties with the transitional housing and all that other shit. So that's where all that shit, like this shit is fit to be immaculate. I'm just not fit to give you the date when this shit hits, because I feel like when they hit in these people's houses, like y'all should have got lit. These are people, if it was government, Senate, and stuff like that, that thought they won't get caught. What just happened in Pennsylvania? Don't worry, I'll wait. Ain't nobody untouchable in this shit. Where you thought it was a game to social media, start drama, stalk, and get people to talk stuff, I feel like you have to be real quiet. There is no honor amongst thieves, let alone no moral compass. So the fact that you decided to do this shit and the people you pulled in, well, you got a way bigger problem than just little old me whenever I gave you a chance and opportunity to do a little bit better. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Somebody even had to go into the OnlyFans from what you pulled from there and board and stuff like that. Someone, whoever I know, they just got a new wig or just installed one or put one on, got caught up in some he say, she say. You can't be mentioning people's name and thinking ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it. OnlyFans and Backpage. You sitting here got these people thinking, these truckers and shit. Because I knew something was up when that one guy pulled up on me. He was caught by surprise that he even see me outside when I was at that hotel at the Days Inn. And he tried to grab me. I'm like, bro, quit touching on me. Like, no, I'm not interested. Now, could I just went on ahead and did what I did? No. Shit. You need to be alone for a while. Heal and recover. Shit, baby, you ain't got to tell me to go ahead and be by myself. I really don't even want to be fucking bothered. Someone is in trauma shock. Oh, well. Current illegal security surveillance. You're not tripping. I already knew that. Confirmation. Residential real estate. So that's like apartments, condos. Again, both right there. I ain't never seen that without it beeping. Jealous ex mirroring your phone. That's weird as fuck. If you don't like somebody, leave them the fuck alone. YouTube. I knew his ass was already a fucking hacker. Hacked phone. If not, he had that girl Evie. Him and her used to do that, but shit, she was so cracked out and on that damn heroin and shit. But you think I didn't know Kendra was into something? Because Kendra did something when I went over there to her family house, and it was just like something she told me. I was like, that shit stuck out. Vocational tech or tech school doing dark voodoo. I ain't doing no light voodoo. Y'all doing some dark shit. Santeria. Oh, we going to do that. Oh, I thought you go to church. Make them earn your time and respect. Shit, I don't even want to. Don't even ask for no time. In the fall, near you, get plates, a luxury vehicle, any dark color. So someone may be driving around in like a Tesla, BMW, Audi, so something foreign with dark color. They may just have temporary plates. Someone could be Samoan. They may have got their payment via ETFs. So the Samoan person got their payment via ETF. Hating ass family. So with the family ties, our biggest family ties was with Johnny and them, because Johnny used to hang out with most of the Samoan crew. Because Rita, my Howie, my Howard, hello Howard. They brought you back from the dark side and out of retirement for what? Oh, that's who it is. They all grew up now. Someone is building a false case, shaking my head, greedy for money. But the feds is catching on to that already. So we're not concerned about that. Because regardless, under investigation. Every single last person. Hush money paid to be quiet at NDA. So someone just got an NDA, but it's still a gag order. Single mom scam, mental and using. So they try to get people that they know that got low self confidence. Like this shit been going on for a minute. A lease or a contract. Someone want to utilize that. Like, well, they signed this contract to move into a place. A recent last person, a jump off, a calm man and a calm woman. Face piercings. Shit. Lie, false, made up, it's gossip, it's a no. Can we just keep this shit on the low? Hell no, ain't shit keeping nothing on the low. An appraiser made a decision on Tuesday, someone gonna make a decision to do what? An undercover cop. I'm here, don't pray and worry. Male stalker is near you. I ain't surprised by that. It's two males. They may be caught up on Tuesday. Ooh, someone got caught up with something about the age of 10 and 13, or they may be paying somebody's family. Someone has a child genius, Japan, ages 10 to 13, or something about you being between the age of 10 and 13 with some ties to Japan, a foster parent, Quentin. So that's the only person I know that's been married to somebody from Japan. I can't make it up. Fire department. A school district director, which I had sent information to these people, group chat, group gossip. It's booming this morning. But shit, the more it keep booming, the more evidence they collecting. You're way smarter than what you know. I just don't want to ponder on that. You got to be careful with this so you don't get an ego. They mad you winning, even if you struggling, because they know touching something else will lead them to a whole bigger case. Business, money, and genuine opportunities. Selfishness. Some of these people are just so fucking selfish. So whoever keeps accepting emails, phone calls, text messages, still hacking via YouTube and stuff like that. Because like I said, you're getting yourself caught up. Every time that I got to go figure out why my phone running high, every time I got to figure out why my stuff is glitching, why y'all want to keep distorting my videos when they're uploaded, you're going to have a problem. This person is married, is a hidden detail, a female baby trap, intentional, a blackmail scam, money, and attempt to stay. That ain't like, I'm not fucking surprised. I don't ever care. Dark world, underground activity, watching. Lego of anything that no longer serves you. Already did. Traumatic experience. I told that motherfucker for you to go through some trauma. You gonna suffer. You ain't gonna be able to take too much of this. I swear to God, you cry. Kiss the girl and make you cry. Playing with these type of dangerous game. A diagnosis covered or covering a pregnancy, thyroid, tilted pelvis, hormone imbalance. No distractions, no social media challenge the next 7 to 14 days. Realign your chakras. Stay focused. Someone Damn, somebody gonna get caught in the act of hurting some children. So be careful. See, I'm telling somebody, people you gotta quit playing, because I'm telling you, when certain people start taking interest in people, especially if it's an underworld person, that person letting you know, like when you dating them, shit can get sticky. But shit, for me, I know I don't have no problem whether I dated somebody on the dark side, or whether I dated somebody on the light side. I'm loyal. You ain't got to worry about me cheating. The only thing you got to worry about is if I'm tired, I will leave. Period. It ain't no if, and, buts about it. I'm just going to leave. Why would I keep arguing? You're going to cheat, cheat in peace, and I'm going to go my way. You go your way. What you do is what you do. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I'll take my year to go ahead and recover, because I know, like, if I ever dated a man on the dark world, I would literally have to go, like, I wouldn't say undercover, but I would have to, like, recalibrate myself for a year. So meaning I would literally have to go off grid for a year just so I can clear out my energy to not pick up anything from that person, like their lifestyle, none of that. Like if I wanted to date someone from the underworld, I would literally have to regroup or recalibrate myself for a year. But if I dated somebody in the light, you know what I'm saying, I don't have to worry about that. But either way, I will still take a year to recalibrate myself, so I'm not picking up what they're doing. If they decide to, return to what they're doing, or if the person of the light, they got certain things that they got going on that don't need to be out there towards people, I would literally have to recalibrate myself for a year. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care for those stuff at all. But should I have enough common sense to know if you're not happy, leave. Somebody you're dealing with severe stalking, I'm not surprised. Anyone with ill intent will face severe accidents passing. So basically, what my ancestors telling me, where they was giving people benefit of doubt, now you fit to have either very bad freak accidents passing. If these are people with children, kidnappings, and kids getting sick and getting crazy ass diagnoses. Touch your belly. Someone will see your belly and try to control self. I don't know what the fuck is that about. Or someone trying to tell, oh, we got a baby on our way. Shit, I ain't got shit with you, baby. Hey, can you take this out legally? I don't want it. I mean, I would want kids with a man who want kids and who gonna cheer this motherfuckers. That's it. I didn't like. Maybe one day God will bless me with a man that will actually cherish the fact and love on them fucking kids. The way I love my kids, but you know what I'm saying? I could give two shits about it. Long as them kids is loved on, and if we don't work out, I want our relationship to be healthy, to co-parent, to make sure them kids have the best fucking life, regardless if we don't get along. It's about them fucking kids at the end of the day. Treat me right, love me right. So them, if we have sons, they need to see how a woman should be treated, whether I'm with your mama or not. You treat them with respect. If it's some daughters, hey sir, you got to step the fuck up and let that baby girl know that she's protected by all means necessary, whether it's from her mama, for herself, or from any fucking body. As a man, that is your fucking duty. Make sure your daughter is just fucking protected by all means necessary. Make sure that she sees that example of what a fucking man should be before it's time for her to be out here. She deserves to be protected, heard, listened to, loved on. My daddy do it, and if you can't do what the fuck my daddy do, what the fuck you doing being here? That's how the fuck confident, that's how you build confidence in little girls as soon as they come from the womb. Because the only thing she gonna always remember from a baby, from when she came from a womb, all the way up until it was time for her to be grown and make her own choices and decisions. My daddy taught me how to change my tire and do this. But if you can't teach me nothing, show me nothing, or outdo what it is that my daddy do, because I had wished that I would have had children with fucking men that gave a shit. Because I would have loved to have that traditional aspect where hey, you want to date my daughter? Knock on my door. Knock on my door. I don't think I'm tripping. Hey, you got to know what it is. Actually, no, it's the first 10 years that you have for a child's development, especially for boys. It's 10 years. For girls, it's 7 years. Yes, there's a big, huge difference because the development in the brains is very much, even though we don't want to explain it and we don't want to speak on the development of the brains of these children, The first 10 years of a boy's life is very prevalent. How you deal with him, how you handle him, and how you love on him. I need to see more men hug on your sons, kiss on them a little bit more, love on them a little more. That's gay, Dad. That's gay. No, what's gay is not telling your son it's okay to cry. What's gay is not letting your son have a fucking emotional safe space to be able to express himself about what the fuck it is and what the fuck it ain't. Because as a man, you know how to conduct yourself. But hey, sometimes it's certain things that we have no control over. We don't. Because once that boy hit 12, that's when you start seeing them being defiant. Because you lack to give him, when you got off of work, I don't give a fuck if I got off of work working 3, 4, 12s back to back. Come on. Kids jumping all over me. I got to give them as much attention that they need, because once they feel like they're not getting that from you, they're going to seek it from outside. And what it always tends to happen in history when they start seeking outside, now you got a fucking menace to society. Now they don't want to listen. Now they want to be combative. Now they don't feel they got to do this. Oh, this is not fair. Fairness starts in the house. I'm not fit to rough up my son. I didn't treat none of my kids no different from the other. Come here. Come here. Let me love on you, son. Come here. With balance. I had to be mother and father. I just had to piss with your wee-wee, son. But what I can tell you, you free to love who you love. Make sure you strap the fuck up. I'm not trying to utilize no fucking Bible or talking about the secular, baby. The secular world is taking over when you put the motherfuckers in public school. So now you got 8-year-olds to 11-year-olds watching porn in your house and not realizing your children's watching porn. The facts are the facts. If you do it in the home and teach them in the home, what's your no zones? You think I had anybody tell me how we supposed to know what's your no zones? Teach your daughters, teach your sons. Sir, if you was a grown-ass man that went through some kind of, it's up to you to teach your son. From the time he come to the womb, son, do you feel uncomfortable? My children know boundaries. If my kids say they don't want to hug you, I'm not forcing my kids to hug you just because you a grandma, granddad, your uncle. My child don't want to fucking hug you. And apparently the kids have more spiritual and insight than we do. They can pick up when something is on somebody. Yeah, some of these kids out here want to go ahead and pick up the mouse tool versus picking up a fucking fist. Baby, I can get down with the best. You put the guns down, put the knives down, go ahead and use your motherfucking fists. I want to be part of the machete gang. Put the machete down and put your fist up. Show me you a man. Show me you a woman. That's why it's so many people. I'm going to kill them because I didn't get my way. Well, apparently you show me in every which way how your fucking parents failed you. Because even as a single parent, you can still raise healthy children. In the UK, it's bad with knives. But guess what? That was their only logical sense. But who's teaching them common sense? Who's teaching them emotional sense? Hey, emotionally, if somebody comes to you and they want to start beef with you, teach your children you have more power and control over that person who has anger. The calmer person in the situation has more control. Too easy. I teach my children, use your words before you have to even resort to any sort of fucking violence. If you can't use your words and come to reasoning, you have failed already. That's where I teach people all the time. When you take something too far, you don't get to dictate, control, or predict or choose how far the next person take it with you. You was willing to take it this far to do something to somebody else's family. So God forbid if I decided and I got that kind of authority, I will be a motherfucking person that you wouldn't want in the fucking FBI. Are you a vigilante? Are you this? Baby, you don't know what the fuck I can do. You don't know the capability, but now you understand it. If these people was willing to go this far, it got to be in you, not on you. Somebody could show you shit all day, but if it ain't in you, you ain't really doing nothing. You ain't doing shit. But giving the next person pure entertainment. Hey, look at this. Oh, look at this. I would dictate a man by how much discipline you lack. Any man that if I ever feel like, hey, it seems like you lack dick discipline. A man that lack this dick discipline will be a motherfucker that just has no self control of anything they do. A man who eats too much sweets definitely lacks control of themselves. You want me to feel bad for you? No, I can't feel bad for somebody who basically don't feel bad for themselves. You was willing to go as far as you did, and you think I'm going to care about it? Somebody's about to have a huge ego death. Trinidadian or Guyanese, or from Trinidad or Guyana. Like for me, very strong ties to the Mexico for some crazy reason. I don't know why. And it's just like, you know what? The biggest relief that I could get if they ever told me with all this shit going down that I have zero blood relation to any of these people, bro, I probably would be so fucking relieved. But the only hurt of the situation is the longer that they play, I know it's by each day that they prolong and play this fucking game, is each day that I'm closer to having to do a major funeral. For a fact. The longer they play, smile in your face and talk bad about you. People think I give a shit about that. No, I'm glad that you're smart enough and have enough fucking respect to know that you keep that shit to yourself. Because saying that shit to my face, you know that your face won't even be fucking recognizable. Third party, somebody from Illinois. A third party is another woman. If you thought it was another man, it was the other woman. That's why it was like when it came to Patrick shit, you killed Kim because you knew Kim was getting ready to snitch on your ass about how she helped you unalive Mary and Denise Luter. And then Cindy, she trying to get your ass for this insurance because she see all them conversations when your ass getting drunk and passing out. Cindy or Cynthia, however the fuck her name is, which she had ties to, Archie Callahan and all of them. Like all that shit, all this shit just all ties in. Like I knew all this shit made sense. A high profile case, traffic, federal affairs, racism, and financial abuse. I'm also hearing adult abuse as well. Pretty, no soul, a thief, scam, and somebody on Backpage. A Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. They're tracking your IP address as we speak. A current coworker and a past coworker. Tell them thank you for your problem thank you for taking away your problem away. We don't care. This is like someone thinking I'm gonna care, like, oh, that's why I got your man, and that's why such and such is with me. You think I really give a shit that you're another man and he's with you? I don't give a shit. Enjoy. Long as you happy. But leave me the fuck alone. You don't gotta harass me about that shit. Like, have fun. Connecticut. People honestly be thinking you supposed to care and like your life is supposed to like revolve around it. Like people be thinking like you give it, like I give a shit. Like, bitch, have fun. Leave me the fuck alone. This person is against you, Sharita. It's a ratchet ass hoe. November or December, they could be born. I mean, shit, they tend to always go for ratchet hoes. So anytime a fucking man cheat, it's usually for a ratchet hoe. What's that boy's name? Louis Vuitton Ken. When that motherfucker show, I was like, so you got off of Twitter and off the hood just to see, you got to have a voice on TikTok too. I was like, oh yes, but I was like, well, you do have very good throat skills. That's the only thing you're useful for. But then it's just like you also, never mind. I'll leave that alone. So I said I'll be nice today. Not really. A corrupt cop and a corrupt official that could be possibly have a birthday around November or December. The judge, a judge. Okay, what's going on with this judge? They are poisoning you. So this is like someone putting stuff in the water, food, drinks, what have you. Damn. Past, recent, and a current state senator and a sheriff. They're poisoning you. This person is a huge red flag. Get the fuck on. They may have did something with assistance, Social Security being approved. Family set up this betrayal. So these are how this senator and these people all came up with trying to come up with this situation. Someone's Native American. They may be looking into this, the chief's son, but they're telling someone you are very responsible. So when it comes to the craft or something like that, this person will tell people you're very responsible. Or it could be someone from, someone is very responsible. Shit, they knew that from Fort Campbell. Oh, they knew that shit. I was on my shit. Because lying on me, shit, funny as hell yet serious. I know. I tend to explain shit and it comes out as a joke, but I be dead ass fucking serious. I can't help it. Someone will find out how energy is used to help celebrities rank. Social media, family, Nicki Minaj, Duval, Silk the Shocker, Rick Ross. I already knew that he was motherfucker. You was a correction officer. I think that they trying to utilize her in the wrong way. This also leads to like with 50 Cent. He didn't discover people like I'm telling you, it's a lot of people who got their hands in this situation, especially when it comes to me, because I remember when I tagged him on it, he was on social media. I'm like, why would 50 Cent be down here? And then there's certain celebrities that was on there. I was like, you know what? He done found some shit. He done found some information, and whoever he found some information on, crazy shit. Computer, tablets being hacked. Sheriff department again, police department. Something you know who said it, took it, and did it. They know that nonchalant attitude is a front and live without you. That last little motherfucker over there bugging the fuck out on any and everybody that he's sitting there dealing with. Like, no, motherfucker, you didn't have a backbone to go ahead and tell your fucking family to bud the fuck out of your shit. That's your personal problem, baby. You lose your respect and you lose your position when it comes to me. The worst thing you can ever do is fucking lie and try to play this. Somebody's name is Destiny. Get it together. Get it together, baby. DEA, a single parent or somebody you could be just single. They have to let go of their family, listening to miserable folks. You know, some of these people, you gotta let go of fucking family shit. If I love something, I gotta let motherfuckers go because they hindering my shit. I'm gonna let you the fuck go. A program director, I gotta figure out what her name is from the place because her ass was in her. I had to tell her ass about herself. Hides behind religion. God don't like ugly shit. He don't like you. You don't like your ass. That's your ass is getting locked up. Trauma bond. Go heal. Some of these people only got relationships because they can trauma bond. And some people be thinking they know about trauma bond. A female male want to be a man or a stud is involved or a man. I'm a man. You still got your vagina. You are a woman. Okay. You just end up taking too much fucking testosterone. Your fucking thyroid to be out of whack. Now you're gonna be sitting there talking about I can't see. I know the cataracts you ain't gonna be able to see. Get back focus on your goals. A music producer. Physical enemies are being alerted that they're being watched. Foul play fail. So somebody was trying to do some foul play, make it seem like it was a homicide, suicide, or some weird shit. Somebody's like, damn, how you know what we thinking? Because you stupid. That Chrissy Jessie that be on TikTok and shit like that. I know her because her ties with these people from the resort share that I went to when I went to, it was over there off the convention center. I'm 1,000% sure I could find the email. And they like, damn, no, baby, you can't get to them emails fast enough. Because y'all did mess with my bank account stuff. Because y'all was still trying to go through my bank stuff, trying to figure out how you got this. The program director, all these people who had access to my bank accounts needing my bank statements so you can go hack my shit. Don't worry. Don't worry, baby. Luxury car, Sudan. A corner store or a gas station. Always wears a shaper or a waist trainer. This one person who's involved, they may always wear a shaper, a trainer, or they always wear them spinks. Be trying to wear them pants to hide they little rolls and they cellulite and shit. Somebody's currently driving, trying to say, "Oh, I'm just trying to eat better and stuff like that." Okay. I'm listening to binaural beats and solfeggio, bitch. As soon as you get off live, your ass sitting there listen to hood music, trap music, talking about I'm listening to the salseros. Bitch, find you something better to do. Somebody, a nurse practitioner that's involved, dark brown hair or gray hair, older, wise, has hazel or bluish eyes or something like that, green eyes. But I'm seeing like brown eyes as well, brown hair. Misdiagnosed disorder, social cues, social skills, no filter. Someone is actually ADHD, autism, high IQ. Hence me. They get fucking mad about that because I fucking hate people. Fake religious, cheating and a cheater for the last 2 to 4 months. Ooh, somebody fit to put somebody ass out. They fit to air it out. They fit to put somebody on blast. If they keep fucking playing, I'm seeing somebody leaking in the midst of a group chat or in a different Facebook group that somebody don't know that they're in, and they leaked a video or some kind of things from the last 2 to 4 months of them cheating. And I'm hearing somebody say, "Nah, this person they go to this church," and somebody said they go to church. What? Somebody fit to put that down low man and a down low woman. Cheating with friends. So they so-called friends is who they be hunching on. Are we friends? So this is like a cult, coven or a group. Mustache. Sued individual and groups. Because I'm hearing somebody, do you want to press charges on every single last one of these motherfuckers? Someone could be from Oregon, Nebraska. Definitely ain't got no, they got childhood flashback, trauma, old experiences. It's a man that was trying to cause somebody to go back through certain experiences. This Cancer man, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio man, insulted by the questions and research, doctors out of options. They're trying to figure out how to get out of this. This person plays victim, pay attention, manipulation, victim mentality. Get ready, checkmate. Because like I said, it was going to hope that they can play the game of, was it really real or was it just an illusion you built in your head? Purpose. Somebody just let go their whole purpose. You comfortable with what it is. You settle for what it is. This is also people like oh, you no, motherfucker, I knew what was up before you did it. The sports industry, a niece or a nephew, someone could be Puerto Rican, associated or gang affiliated, single parent, absent parent, independent, self-sufficient, full security, federal, military, police, and sheriff, SWAT, U.S. Marshals, and detectives on ground. So I'm hearing all boots on ground. But these people are all surrounded. So regardless of what they doing, this is like somebody gonna be trying to purchase the tickets and shit like that. They gonna be trying to do this. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and let you believe that you're gonna be able to leave. Ain't no leaving in the midst of you. Anybody knows major investigation like this go on. Ain't can't nobody leave. Somebody got to have victory, baby. Victory is mine. Victory today is mine. I told Satan, get thee behind. Victory today. Reconnecting. Pee wee. Oh, Perry. Hello, Perry. Pierre. Harry. Henry. Somebody is a sergeant, captain, and a colonel. Air Force, Navy, Army, or Marines. It's definitely military affiliate. Someone got to go in the stomach surgery or something happened with their stomach. I told you also that harvesting. You can't sit there and mess with everybody. You can't mess with everybody. Like you was planning on going ahead and doing a different surgery on top of what you're supposed to do. That's why I said when it's time for them to do this shit on the thyroid and stuff like that, you was hoping you would go ahead and cut somebody and do something and then make it seem like they passed away. Baby, somebody fit to make an illusion with somebody, causing intentional confusion and conflict. Oh, you got that knowledge. Shit, y'all paying for my college too while y'all at it. This older gentleman's supposed to unalive somebody. So you hold the fire and the secret and the sins and you talk to the past on. Baby, you got to do a sign. I just got to sit here and just ask them, do you want to come in and speak? We're not the same. We're not the same. Let me give you this page of emotions. Child, you don't take your page ass on. Judge me. Oh, somebody, so whoever been trying to do this divination for somebody, they about to get caught up. You lying. Somebody here, you lying. A Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio, real estate agent, about to experience an elder death or a truck stop. All these places is getting looked into. June, July. What's this? Ireland, TikTok, break-in and robbery. So they might want to try to hire some Ireland or some white men to try to do a break-in or something like that. Someone that they hired from TikTok, or they seen that this talk was going on around via TikTok from the people who they paid. Someone got a mole on their face. They're in their thoughts about this. An official or unofficial thought, like somebody want to do something officially or unofficially. Using mental health against someone, your glands or hormone imbalance mimics the mental health. I said that at the very beginning. Community old skags and old skags, old schoolmates or humans that know of you may have been part of this. They're watching a phoenix rise and glowing up. Back then they didn't want you. Now they all want you. Move around. A baby mama attachment still sleeping with. That's why that girl said, I was like, I wouldn't even want to deal with you. You still want to kick it with that? So baby mama may have just had a miscarriage or something like that. Wasting time. Someone could be Hawaiian. That person is two-faced. They made false allegations in a court case. Let them sit with it. Let it go. They showing out. Someone is hiding money, property, and land at their own risk. You want to hide it at your own risk? That's your life, baby. A gang member. If he was supposed to be scared, I wasn't scared at all. But what he did do is open up some cold cases. Always in and out of jail and likes to fight. Because all y'all did was open up old cases that you thought was closed out. Now they fit to be reopened. Because for somebody, they fit to make some shit stick on a whole bunch of people. Anyways, over and out.